Ah, so you're the one who lit up this sad old pillar. You almost caused a stir among those sad lumps. Almost. So, I guess you're not exactly what they've been waiting for. But you've certainly piqued my curiosity. This tribe. Once hailed as mighty warriors. Now they're just sitting around, waiting for someone to save them. If it's not their matron they're hoping for, then it's for the pillar to flood the village in scarlet light. They've lost their purpose and are desperate for someone to give it back to them. That's what they call their priestess. She disappeared long ago and never returned. The Volker claim she took Mater's favor with her, leaving them cursed. They act like a spoiled child whose mother suddenly got cross with them, and they can't understand what is happening. It should be amusing, but somehow it's not. That's a good question. The pillar reacted to me when I first arrived, although very faintly. And now it's reacting to you for some undeniably fascinating reasons I'd love to hear about. But here's the real puzzle. Why does the pillar respond to creatures touched by the weirdness? And what exactly are they waiting for if nothing is ever enough? I doubt even Angsvar could answer that, but you should ask him anyway. I'm quite curious to hear what he'll tell you. Meet me later at the temple, fellow sister in the weirdness. I have a feeling we'll have plenty to talk about. Hello again, fellow outsider. Welcome to the heart of the Volker's desolation. Matron Frigg. I doubt she'd have been pleased to see me here, in a place that belonged only to her and those who came before. The Volkers say she cursed them and left, that Mater herself hid her tracks so she could never be found. They're wrong. At least about finding her. She may be gone, but her presence is everywhere. You just need to follow it. You've seen it by now. On Avalon, the weirdness is always there. Thick in some places, thin in others, but never truly gone. And everyone leaves their mark on it. Some faint, some strong, but someone like the Volker matron, she'd leave a trail bright as a blaze. You just need to find it. When you find the totem, don't go running straight to Angsvar. Bring it here instead. If a new matron takes her place, these doors will close to both of us forever. And I need to know what's behind them. I'll repay you, I promise. Answers and more. Oh, now that is exciting. But please, the honor should be yours. You're the one who put in all the hard work after all. I'll be right behind you.
With our luck, it couldn't have ended any other way. But the totem, was it with her? If so, we can at least name her successor. Could it be that Mother is finally smiling upon us? Thank you. Feels like seeing the first light of dawn after a night that refused to end. But this isn't the end of our misfortunes. Elspeth, the girl chosen to be the next matron, took her own life today. Threw herself onto the rocks. Hard to say. It's been a dark time for all of us. But maybe she had her own burdens. Ones we never saw. Shame she chose such a dishonor. Shame she did it. Certain. She was well liked. Nobody would have had anything to gain from her death. And I refuse to believe that any Volker would kill their own kin. Especially not a matron-to-be. We need a matron. And if she won't name one, I'll have to do it myself. It goes against tradition. But I don't have a choice. Maybe you should check Elspeth's hut. See if she left any notes or hints about who should follow her.
You? What are you doing here? Haven't you done enough? You're the reason Elspeth is dead now. If you hadn't pried into Volker business, she'd still be here. You brought back the matron's totem. We hoped it would stay lost forever. But now the doors are open again and Elspeth's worst fears have come true. No. Frigg had chosen Elspeth's mother as her successor, but then Frigg disappeared and Elspeth's mother fell ill. Everyone feared that even if the totem was found, we'd be left without a matron. On her deathbed, Elspeth's mother named Elspeth as her successor. She never wanted it. But you don't refuse your dying mother, do you? We thought the tribe would eventually move on, find new ways to worship Mather, and leave this madness behind. But then you showed up. And bring down the wrath of the entire tribe on us both? After everything that's happened in Volker, do you really think they'd calmly accept her saying no? They wouldn't care about our plans for the future. Plans that don't involve Elspeth being stuck in the temple forever. To them, it's an honour. This entire tribe is worthless. They all see themselves as Mather's chosen, yet they act like sheep who can't survive without a herding dog. You don't know? They didn't tell you? Being the matron is torment. It only ends in death. When a matron undergoes initiation, it's said she becomes a living vessel for Mather's wrath. It's like drinking that cursed potion. Your veins burn and your mind screams for blood. Our matrons spend their days isolated, barely holding back the berserker madness that threatens to consume them. They rely on calming herbs, meditation, whatever they can, but they need an iron will to endure. Elspeth wasn't like that. She wore her heart on her sleeve. She loved people. She loved the mountains. She wasn't meant to spend her days alone in a dark room, hovering on the brink of madness. I wanted to. I would have become nameless and lived among the non-reader, anything to stay together. But Elspeth, she couldn't. She said she couldn't break the promise she made to her mother. And what about her promises to me? How were they any different? A broken word is a broken word, whether it's to me, to you, or to Mather herself. She didn't want to live without honour. But she died without it anyway, and I couldn't stop her. I couldn't do anything. Yeah, me too. Now you see why we don't like outsiders prying into our business. Here, Elspeth left this letter for you. I found it among her things. She must have written it when word got out that you were looking for Frigg. Take it and go. There's nothing left for you here.
Dead by her own hand, rather than serve as matron. How could she do this? We needed her. The tribe needed her. And now what are we supposed to do? The tribe cannot survive without a matron, but I cannot force anyone to take the mantle. We've seen what can happen. Find us a matron stranger. Someone willing. Someone with strength. I can't ask them myself. They will obey. Find us a matron stranger, and I will attend the moot. That's a promise of the Volkir. Yes. Have you found the right candidate for our new matron? What in the blazes are you talking about now? This tribe fell apart without a matron. How are we supposed to move forward without one? Now that the totem is found, why would we stay as we are? I know the matron's role isn't easy. And Frigg showed us just how ungrateful we've been for their sacrifices. But the women were always willing. They saw it as an honor. Elspeth's case was different. And it's not like she ever complained. How was I supposed to know her mother pressured her to agree? They know enough, yes. It's a heavy sacrifice. But we don't force anyone into it blindly. Elspeth was an outlier. Her mother pushed her into it. And Elspeth made the mistake of building a life she couldn't sacrifice. But she still knew what would happen when the totem was found. There is no Volker without mother, and no mother without a matron. Of course you'd suggest Helmi. I'm just a bit concerned about her temper. If the moot goes Gurfhan's way, I'd rather that fire be directed at our enemies. Still, she's always been devoted. Maybe you're right. Maybe she does deserve this after all this time. I'll talk to her. If I can get a word in edgewise. And I remember my promise. I will attend the moot. There aren't many of us left. But it's time we reclaim our honor. Mother is with us again. And we'll make those Camelot dogs fear her wrath. And if this is the end of us, well, at least we'll fall as true Volker.